Hello and a big welcome back to the Wee Larder channel. Today I'm going to be making a delicious winter vegetable soup. It's such a simple dish, but it's such a hearty soup to have at this time of year. It's one of my favourite recipes. So for this recipe you're going to need 1 to 2 tablespoons of butter, half a large turnip, 2 large carrots, 4 medium potatoes, 1 onion, 1 small leek, a handful of kale, a piece of beef rib or a beef marrow bone, or you could also use a small piece of beef steak, some herbs which are totally optional, and approximately 2 to 3 litres of water. Now all your vegetables are chopped into cubes or sliced for the leek, and the kale is just cut up into quite small pieces. So let's get started on this delicious winter vegetable soup. So you can see I have my carrots, turnip, onion, leeks, kale and potatoes, and they're all cut up into small cubes, and all the scraps from my vegetables are then placed in a slow cooker, and I'm going to make a vegetable broth out of those. So we're popping our butter into the pan. So I put 2 tablespoons in here, and we're just going to give this a good stir about. And we're going to add all of our vegetables into the pan, and we're just going to cook those down just for a few minutes until they are golden in colour. So if you just give them a good stir around in the butter, and if you add in a good quantity of salt, I would say about 3 to 4 teaspoons. It's entirely up to you, and you can also add in some pepper at this point as well. So you can see the vegetables have changed slightly in colour, and that is when we are ready to add in our beef and our water. Now if you don't have a piece of beef, you can actually use vegetable stock in here, but I like to add in the beef because it adds in extra nutrients, and it also gives a really nice flavour to this soup. A really nice sweet flavour as well. It's totally delicious. So I'm just popping my beef rib into the soup now. We're going to bring that to the boil and bring it back down to a simmer, and we're going to cook that for about an hour and a half, but you can keep this on a low simmer for as long as you want. It really just develops in flavour, and it even tastes better the next day as well. So once it is cooked for an hour and a half, I've taken out the beef rib, and you can see in the background there I've actually chopped it up into small pieces. So we're just going to add those pieces back into the soup without the bones. Sometimes I add the bones in if I'm going to cook it for a little bit longer, and just to give it a little boost in flavour, but you don't have to. So I've just added all the beef back into the soup there, and we're just going to give that a good stir around, and at this point it smells so delicious. I absolutely love this vegetable soup. It's a real hearty dish, and it's got so much flavour as well, yet it is so simple. So we're just going to serve that up in our bowls with 2 ladlefuls of vegetables and lots of the broth on top there as well, and it's really nice served up with some crusty bread. So I hope you enjoyed making your delicious winter vegetable soup. I'm sure you'll agree it's a super easy and quick recipe. If you're on Instagram and you took a photo, please feel free to tag me and I'll share it on my stories. And if you pop over to my website, you can get a copy of my free cookbook. It's angiemillen.com, and you can download a copy from there. It has 10 of my favourite traditional Scottish recipes in there. And if you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up, and you can subscribe to my channel, and if you click that little bell next to it, you'll be notified of my new videos coming out in the future as well. So I have lots of delicious traditional Scottish recipes coming soon, and I'm also going to be doing a few Irish recipes as well, because they have so many recipes that are similar to the Scottish recipes, and some of the recipes actually went over to Ireland from Scotland as well. So it's such a nice addition to this channel. So I hope to see you all again soon. Lots of love. Take care. Bye bye.